It's the ones that don't even have the right, yet they feel, yeah, I'm not going to take care of this person because they have crazy hair, or I'm not going to take care of this person because they're a kid. Where does the entitlement come from? How are y'all doing? So today we have a little bit of a change of topic just as far as the videos go, just because I want to be sure everything is kind of, I know the videos, the way I've been doing them, they've been more like telling y'all what I think works and trying to give advice and all that stuff. And this is basically the same thing, so take it exactly the same, okay? I'm just speaking from honestly the top of my head when I'm doing this. I'm not trying to cause any beef, not trying to cause any arguments. I'm just saying what I notice and what I see and what I want and what I don't want in my life, okay? So take it with a grain of salt. I really want to speak upon my industry because I love my industry, but at the same time, there's a lot of things I don't like about it. And that's just being honest. There's a lot of things that I'm not like happy about, that I enjoy and all this stuff. And so today I'm just going to talk to y'all about those things. Number one, being in the barber industry has taught me I hate how much drug usage there is in it. Now, am I saying that the guys that I work with, that they do it? No, I'm saying just in general, the barber industry, it's too much. It's so much to where people expect it from barbers. They just think, oh, it just comes with the barbers. And I don't want to be known as that. That's not something that I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm glad that people think, oh, yeah, barbers do drugs. Like, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. That's not the message I'm trying to deliver to y'all or anything like that. So when I hear stuff like that, man, it honestly pisses me off just because I don't want people to see me in that type of lighting. You get what I mean? Because they see like, you're just another barber. You probably just do the same. And I don't like that. So that's number one. I don't like the way people do drugs and the whole thing. Number two, work ethic. I don't fucking understand it, bro. I really don't. And I know I'm going to have to bleep out a lot of the stuff that I'm saying in this, and I'm sorry. But I really don't understand it. And more in the sense, I don't understand where the kind of, not even arrogance, but the entitlement, where that comes from. I don't understand. No part of it makes sense to me because you'll see new barbers come into where they haven't even been cutting for like 5-6 months or even a year or 2 years or whatever, 3 years. And they already have a certain entitlement. They already feel like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need all this stuff, whatever. And by all means, man, if you really are that guy, you really have your clientele, then by all means be like that. Like, I'm not saying for y'all that have that, I'm not saying to be like that. Like, y'all can be whatever way you want. But it's the ones that don't even have the right, yet they feel, yeah, I'm not going to take care of this person because they have crazy hair, or I'm not going to take care of this person because they're a kid, or anything. Where does the entitlement come from? It doesn't make sense, man. It really doesn't make sense to me, and it's just part of this barber industry, and it's honestly hilarious, man, because I have so many clients ask me, where are the barbers? Or they'll be like, it's just you, or whatever, right? And they'll be like, how come they don't want to take them? Like, and I'll be like, they just don't want to. Because I've gotten to a point, man, where at least where I'm at, it's very, they don't want to do it. If they don't want to do it, they're not going to do it, right? That's just plain and simple. And at the same time, that's their life, man. I'll let them do whatever they want because all power to them. That's their life. That's what they're choosing to do. I don't need to force them. I'm not a parent, all this stuff. But just thinking out of common courtesy, bro. Especially, like, if you see me, right? Imagine me. I've been working all day or whatever. And I take a couple walk-ins and I take my, I was going to say employees, but I take my appointments. I take the walk-ins, whatever. And then it's like already near closing time. And then there's 5 people that come in and say you're like, yeah, I'll take a couple walk-ins. And then just after the fact, you tell me, nah, man, you're good, you got it. Like, what the fuck is that shit, bro? Like, you told me, yeah, I can take them. That's the only reason why I told him, yeah, we'll be with you shortly. If if you weren't able to take them and you didn't want to take them, you could have told me that, and I could have been like, hey, I can only get half of y'all today because he's already leaving, and yeah, I need to do this. But there's just no structure, bro. And I think that's what's missing in the barber industry. And this is where I'll lead it to number 3, just carrying into it. Structure, right? There's no sense of structure in the barber industry. And now I'm not saying every single barbershop has no structure. I'm not saying that, okay? Some of them do. Some of them don't, though. And it's very obvious the ones that don't. There's no structure, so you have people that will show up on the days we're closed. You'll have it where they'll be there for like 2 hours in a day, and yeah, they'll take off. Like, I get it. Some people like that. They like the freedom. They like the ability and all that. And maybe that's why most of y'all are barbers. Maybe it's because there's so much freedom. But at the same time, how the fuck are you able to provide for your family and your kids if you're never at the shop? That's just being honest, bro. Like, how are you able to afford all these things if you're never even putting in the work? And this is where I don't understand the sense of entitlement, man. Say if you see a barber, right? I'm just telling y'all as a general public. You see a barber at a shop. You're there all day, right? You see some of the barbers, they're cutting, whatever. But you see one barber that's been just sitting there because he has no appointments. And then, lo and behold, a kid comes in for, like, as a walk-in. And it's like, hey, man, do you want to cut? And he's like, nah, I'm good. Like, I get most of y'all barbers probably hate working on kids. I'm not saying that they're my favorite thing to do sometimes, because sometimes the kids will be crazy. That's just being honest. But still, have some, like, discipline to be like, this is what I fucking signed up for. I don't have a clientele. Be honest with yourself. Be like, I don't have a clientele. I need to have a clientele in order to make money, obviously. So if I have to do a kid's hair right now, I have to do a kid's hair right now. If I have to do somebody's crazy hair right now, I have to do somebody's crazy hair right now. Like, treat it like a fucking job. That's the thing, man. Y'all need to treat it like it's a job. That's the only way I can really say y'all will succeed in this. And I'm not saying cut out everything in your life, just dedicate your time to the barbershop and nothing else. Now, you could do that, and you could become very successful. But I'm not saying you have to do all of that. I'm just saying when you're at the fucking shop, treat it like you're at the fucking shop. You get what I mean? Like, none of this shit of like, oh, let me scroll my phone, talk to the guys, be like, whatever. And you have walk-ins sitting there, bro. Like, where's the courtesy? I feel like I'm treating these people like kids, bro. And being like, come on, Timmy, go take the walk-in. You know, like, I shouldn't have to tell you. It should just be done. It should just be common courtesy. Not even common courtesy, but it should be you having the integrity and knowing that, hey, this is what I am. I'm a fucking barber. I cut hair. He needs a haircut. I'm gonna cut his fucking hair. How simple is that, bro? And yes, I know so many barbers will say, oh, I don't trust myself with kids. You can get to where you can trust yourself with kids. You think I trusted myself with kids in the beginning? You think I was like, yeah, I definitely feel like I got this? No. I didn't. There was no part of me where I was like, yeah, I can knock out this kid easy as and I'm going to have a great fucking blast and all this stuff. There was no point in time that I felt that way, yet I fucking still did it. And I've gotten to a point where now I've gotten pretty quick with the kids just because I know some of them can be crazy. I know that. I understand that. But I still don't understand why y'all barbers, especially if you're saying you want to do this for years and years on end, why y'all are not cutting kids. I mean, okay, babies, you don't want to cut babies. Why can't you cut a 3 and up? 3-year-old and up. Why can't you? Why does it have to be that the kid is already a teenager for you to be like, okay, I'll cut his hair? What the fuck is that shit, bro? You really think that 5 and 6 are going to be... I mean, some are. I'm not going to lie to you. But very few. Like 1 in 10 are like that. And yeah, when it comes to babies, like, honestly, if they're below 1 year, they're honestly not even that bad, bro. They're really not that bad. So that's where I just don't understand. For me, as a barber, man, I just see it as, like how I tell you on all these things, very black and white. You just shut up fucking color. Like, you're getting paid to do this. That's the thing that I don't understand, bro. And believe it or not, the parents are the ones that tip more, usually, because their kid will act out. That's just what it is. Now, will you have some parents that won't tip you? Yeah. But most of the time, man, when the parent sees how much you are struggling with the kid and the kid's like fighting, they will fucking tip you. And guess what? Since it is a smaller head, even though the kid's moving on like this, it still takes about the same time as a regular haircut. It just is what it is. So that's where it doesn't make sense to me why y'all are so adamant about, nah, I can't cut the kid's hair. You're fucking making money either way. Yes, will the kid possibly drool? Yes. Will the kid fucking freak out? Probably. Will the kid be screaming and crying? Yes. But what difference does it make other than I made the money and you didn't? You're still going to have to deal with the kid crying at the shop. You're still going to hear it. And if we're using a baby cape that we share between the whole team because we don't really get a lot of kids, then obviously y'all are still going to have to clean the cape and all that. So this is where I say, what's the difference other than I made the money and you didn't? There's nothing, right? There's nothing at all, man. And that's my whole point. In the barber industry, this is where y'all are fucking up. And the fact is, y'all just don't care. You don't care. That's just being honest. Y'all don't care. If y'all fucking cared, there would be no conversation like this happening right now. There would be none of this even coming from me because I would know that y'all cared. And it's like, yeah, y'all tried your hardest. Y'all did everything. But the fact is, y'all don't even fucking care, man. There's no integrity. There's no structure. There's no nothing, bro. And it doesn't fucking make sense to me. And it's not just at one specific shop. It's at every fucking barbershop, bro. Why are these guys fucking posting videos of like barbers, the way they act, and they all act the same? I don't mean to keep on ranting, and I know this is day 47, and I told y'all it was gonna be a big day, and I guess it kind of is in the way that I'm saying this. And as I was saying too, it is gonna be about a week till I can tell y'all what's been going on with my life and all that stuff. But this came across me earlier today just because I'm like, it doesn't make sense, man. It's funny whenever I have my clients saying like, how come the barbers don't want to cut? Like, I'm like, that's just how they are. Like, that sucks to say, bro. And I hope I never have to say that about my future employees or nothing, bro. I really hope I don't have to say shit like that. But it's just having structure, bro. I think that's where a lot of barbershops are failing. And with booth rental, it's just like you're renting a place. So imagine you rent a place. You can come in at this time, whatever, doesn't really matter. And I think there needs to be structure, bro. I get, yes, y'all are entitled because you're paying booth rental. But at the same time, if you want to be that way, don't work for me. Because for me, that pisses me off, bro. It pisses me off because I expect better of these people. I expect you to be like, yes, Brandon, I'm fucking help you, all this. Yes, let's work. I want to make money too. Let's fucking get it. That's where I'll say a lot of these people that I meet that are barbers, man, they're badass friends. They are. But they're fucking workers. And I'm not afraid to admit that.